Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight with the Icon Cup Series at Michigan for the Michigan 240 on the world's #1 streaming service. In the booth with me tonight, Daryl Young Jr. Daryl, how you feeling about catching these guys from the Icon Cup Series for the first time ever here on HMS TV?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Thank you for having me. We're up here in the Irish Hills of Michigan. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know, looking at the track, Daryl, looks like we have a heavy favorite out here tonight. 10 races, I believe, so far in the season. Brian Smith, Daryl, is it true he's won 7?
That is correct. He has won 7 races. Pretty dominating performance so far this entire season. So looking forward to what he has and the rest of these drivers have in store for us tonight.
Now, I'm looking at the scoreboard here, Daryl, as we jump down trackside at these guys ripping it around here. Is Brian Smith even here tonight? I'm not sure I see him.
I was looking at that earlier myself. I do see him in the session. I just don't think he's put down a lap.
Okay, well, hopefully he shows up here soon, Daryl, and practice has about 4 minutes left here. Right now we're looking at Bentley Glazer in that Mountain Dew number 36 machine. And, Daryl, I mean, we've kind of looked at some of these guys ripping around the track. What are some of your favorite paint schemes here looking on early on?
You know, honestly, I haven't really had a chance to look just yet of the paint schemes. I do see the number 3 machine of Travis Gilbert has a Vet to Track scheme that's pretty good.
Gosh. Well, Daryl, all I know is the 30 of Ryan Patty. His car is junk.
Yeah, absolutely. Good thing it's only practice, though. We do have a Minnesota scheme, which is near and dear to my heart, the number 96. Minnesota scheme looks really good.
Paul Crummery, here he is, folks. Minnesota, you know what, Daryl, I'm getting a call. Looks like Juicy Spider. If you're new here, folks, Juicy Spider, you got Drunken Spider with the Juicy Spider drone cam. He's wanting to show this paint scheme off a little bit. So let's take down the HMS TV / Juicy Spider drone cam. Here it is. Here it is, Daryl, getting a closer flyby looking at this Minnesota University number 96 machine. You a big Minnesota hockey fan, Daryl? I know you love the Golden Knights.
Yeah, I do like the Minnesota Wild. I've been to a Wild game before. Their arena is over in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's a lot of fun. I've not been to a Gophers game, but I have seen a Vikings game at the University of Minnesota where the Gophers play football. When they were in between stadiums. And, yeah, this is a nice scheme on this 96 machine, near and dear to my heart.
Oh, Drunken Spider's crazy with this thing, Daryl. I don't know how he hasn't crashed it, but he is wheeling this thing around this 96. Good-looking car, though, here tonight for P. Crummer.
Now, we still have a couple minutes. If Drunken Spider wouldn't mind with his second drone that he has flying around the track, if he could take over that second drone and go to the 6 machine, Blake, tell me what you see on this 6 machine.
Let's take a look here, Daryl, and there we have it. Now, Nathan Finnegan, he was talking to us before the race, Daryl, and I believe he mentioned this is a scheme his wife actually made.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. This thing's beautiful, Daryl. You know, maybe your wife should make one of your paint schemes. This is a good idea.
No, look at the hood here.
Oh, no,
yeah.
this is great.
Now, I have 4 cats. So this is is this like a crazy cat lady, I assume? And not that's not a negative, by the way, because my wife is also a crazy cat lady. We're a crazy cat family.
Well, this is a beautiful paint. I love it. You got the wife on the hood, and I tell you what, Nathan was probably in the doghouse, so he found a way to make his wife get him polluted with this. Probably a good call. And there you go. I assume that's Nathan right there on the right side, Daryl.
Yeah, I would definitely assume so. And I can't really tell what's. Oh, here we go. It's my wife's birthday. What's that say, Blake?
It says, "Let me win," Daryl.
Let me win. Okay. Well,
Yeah, we're going to see if that works out for him here as we look around at some of our other drivers here tonight. Jeff Dillon in the 52 machine. He just junked it, and, oh, he kept it out of the wall at least.
Now, for those tuning in, welcome. We'll talk about this more as the race goes on, but we're going to have 2 stages tonight. We're going to have a stage, I believe, at lap 20 and lap 50. Is that right, Blake?
Yep, lap 20, lap 50 here tonight. And look at this. We got some cameramen on the track, Daryl, while they're practicing. Not sure this is safe. I assume they'll be off the track by the time we go green, right?
No, they will not.
Wait,
They're forced to stay there for the entire race.
Well, that's going to be crazy to see. We'll just have to see how this plays out. But we go up high in the sky, ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight in the Bubba Myers Custom Designs blimp. Bubba up there. You're looking for a paint scheme, folks. Hit up Bubba Myers on Discord at Bubba Myers Custom Designs, or you can join the HMS TV Discord. Get a hold of them there. And Daryl, the HMS TV Discord, it's now an easy link to remember. It's discord.gg/HMS TV.
Oh, well, that's, I mean, I can remember that, and I'm stupid. Yeah, absolutely, I can remember that. Now, I'm already part of the Discord.
Yeah,
but still, if I decide to send an invite to somebody, I know exactly what link to tell them to go to.
Yeah, joining us in the chat, we got Connor Gerard, of course, NJB Designs. That's Noah Blackwell. He's tuned in watching, and looks like practice has concluded here, Daryl. And I did see Brian Smith did sign in last minute. So these boys, they might be racing for second tonight, Daryl. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. But this is a big drafting track. It's kind of hard. I mean, I know we saw in the real race today, we saw Denny Hamlin go out to like, what, a 12-second lead before he won the race? I mean, we could see that tonight, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, Charles Wood's going to roll out onto the track in this number 98 machine. Purple Heart Holmes on the car here. Good-looking car for the 98. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Crown Royal on the hood as well. One of your favorites.
I'm not a fan of Crown Royal, but I do respect the paint. It looks really nice. As we see a lot of action on the track here for qualifying.
Yeah, I'm pumped up, Daryl. Again, you know, first time ever. We've got the Icon Cup Series here on the channel. Glad to have them, and we're going to be on board here the rest of the season, which is a long one, Daryl. They're following the real-life Cup schedule, hence why we're here at Michigan. These are going to be 60% length of the real races, so every week, wherever the Cup Series runs, that's where Icon's going to be running.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is 120 laps. A full-length race would be 200. As Blake just said, 60%. That takes us at 120 laps. Again, stages at 20 and 50. And I assume they throw cautions at the stage. Is that right?
That is correct, Daryl. We throw cautions. They do have live race control. No fast repairs. And speaking of which, Daryl, you know what? We got some league rules we're going to pull up for you on the screen. These are handy. Take a look. There they are, folks. Tonight's race, Hutchinson Motorsports TV Icon Cup Series right here at Michigan International Speedway. Track conditions tonight, Daryl. Track temp looking about 103 degrees. Air temp 76. These guys got 5 tire sets. No fast repairs. 60% fuel tanks. And in the booth, like I mentioned, myself, Blake Hutchinson, and Daryl Young Jr.
Absolutely, and I do see Drift King in the chat. I did see a Drift King paint scheme out on the track during practice. I forget which
Jacob
number it was.
Actually, I believe he's in the GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series, so he's no stranger to the channel. Good to see Drift King out here. Hopefully he can put down a heater here in qualifying. Looking at the board right now, top of it, Daryl, Jacob Malone, Nathan Berzowski in second. Then you have Nathan Finnegan, Jake Rowley, and Charles Woods rounding out your top 5. But still plenty of time for these guys to roll out and put down some heater qualifying laps.
Absolutely. We also have Zachary King in the chat, which is Zero Fan in the chat. It says car 47 checking in. No qualifying for the 47. So Zachary King will be starting in the back. And as Jacob Malone still has the top spot on the board, with just about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go in qualifying.
Well, this is a good-looking car right here, the 77. Nathan Berzowski heading down pit road, currently sitting second on the board. I do know Nathan's got a lot of speed. He'll be one to watch, but we know the favorite heading into this race. It's going to be Brian Smith, and he hasn't put down a qualifying lap yet. So let's see if Smith is able to make it out here for qualifying at Michigan.
Brian Smith is not out on the track. And if he were to go right now, Blake, I mean, he would have enough time to get 1 lap in, maybe 1 lap in. I pretty much doubt that now, as we're coming down to about 1 minute to go in qualifying. So Brian Smith looks like he just wants to start in the back.
Well, hey, he's probably looking for a challenge here tonight, Daryl. So Brian Smith, he's going to start in the back. But Jacob Smith, not sure if there's a relation there, Daryl, but he's on track, and he is about to cross that line as we hop on board. Jacob Smith crossing the line. Let's see what kind of lap time he's got. Looks like no lap time there for him, Daryl. So I don't know if he's going to be able to make it around here for 1 lap. He's got about 40 seconds to do so, so should be good to get 1 lap in. That's about it.
Yeah, but it looks like he probably just barely scraped the wall or something, and that's why that first lap didn't count. This lap looks clean so far. This is a home track for him, Northville, Michigan.
Absolutely.
For Jacob Smith.
Now, Daryl, let's take a quick look. We got our top 20 in the Icon Cup Series point standings on the screen, and Brian Smith is absolutely whooping them, let's be honest. But Jacob Malone finds himself second, only 167 points back. Then you have Nathan Finnegan, Zach Lockett, Travis Gilbert, Jacob Smith, Ryan Patty, Michael Taylor, Patrick Colby, and rounding out the top 10, Daryl, Bentley Glazer, as that is going to conclude qualifying. It's official. Quick time, Jacob Malone going to kick off from the pole position here tonight.
Absolutely. And now we have a 5-minute warm-up so these drivers can get back out on the track and maybe pull a couple laps, make a little adjustments real quick, and maybe even practice some pit road entry if we have any green flag pit stops.
I'm sure we will, Daryl. And I'm a big fan of these leagues that do the quick 5-minute warm-up. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's good to, hop in the car. And like you said, usually these guys will practice a green flag stop, just get those final changes in. And, oh, by the way, Daryl, there is a fixed setup race here tonight. Not sure if we mentioned, but, hey, we may as well take a quick break here, Daryl, before we get started. I'm pumped up. I got my Hustle Fuel here beside me, and we are about ready to go green with the Icon Cup Series.
Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are...
Hey guys, it's NASCAR driver Matt DiBenedetto, and you are watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV, America's #1 iRacing broadcast service. So be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube today. It'll be the best decision you've ever made, so you can watch us sim racers go at it on the track.
We are back here at Michigan, and Daryl, it looks like our warm-up is over, which means one thing. It's grid time, Daryl.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it.
I am pumped up, ready to roll as Jeff Dillon heads down pit road. He's ready to go. I'm ready to go. I know Daryl's ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, you're about to witness the HMS TV grid walk with the Icon Cup Series. Let's get it going. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight's starting lineup with the Icon Cup Series at Michigan is as follows. Starting on the front row in the pole position, in and out eSports group, number 54, Jacob Malone on his outside. The 77, Nathan Berzowski.
Starting on the inside of row number 2, the 6 machine of Nathan Finnegan to his outside. The 39 machine of Jake Roel.
Row number 3 on the inside, and the 98 Purple Hearts Heroes, Charles Woods on his outside. The 30, Ryan Patty.
On the inside of row number 4, the 36 machine of Bentley Glazer to the outside. 93, Zach Lockett.
Row number 5 on the inside, the 97 Coast Guard machine, Jeff Hollingsworth on his outside. The 19, Adam Ball.
On the inside of row number 6, the 06 of Justin Bissonette is outside. The 86 of Sean Cochran.
Row number 7 on the inside, in the 28 machine, Patrick Colby on his outside. The 52, Jeff Dillon.
I apologize, it's Shane Cochran. Start on the inside of row number 8, the 55 of Mike Grinnell to his outside. The 33 of Jake Christenberry.
Row number 9 on the inside, Minnesota hockey, number 96 machine, Paul Crumry on his outside. The Sim Cube, number 9, Chris Mackey.
On the inside of row number 10, we have the 15 machine of Anthony Cizeo to the outside. The 4 of Jacob Smith.
Row number 11, Daryl, in the number 69 machine. Nice. It's hand over fist on his outside. The 78, starting in the back, 7 wins on the year, Brian Smith.
Row number 12, we have the starting in the 23rd position, Jacob.
Whatever, Daryl. We don't have time. Pace car is in. Field is set. Green flag in the air here at Michigan. On board here, Daryl, with Ryan Patty in the 6th spot. They are door to door. Out front, your race leader, Jacob Malone.
Yeah, absolutely. Jacob Malone gets out to a big jump.
Oh,
They
no.
got the 77 of Nathan Brzezowski hit the wall a little bit. Might have a little bit of damage. Nathan Finnegan is going to capitalize and go for the lead. They're going into 3.
Jacob Malone, your race leader, but Finnegan right there next to him. Let's see if Finnegan can celebrate his wife's birthday with a win as he throws a slide job for second.
What an incredible slide job. We're seeing a lot of action early here in Michigan. This is pretty incredible. Jacob Malone, Nathan Finnegan, and Nathan Brzezowski, your top 3.
Clean and green still here with the Icon Cup Series. Dropping back to 4th spot, you got Patty battling for 3rd with Brzezowski as they are door to door down the backstretch here at Michigan. And Daryl, you weren't kidding earlier. We got some guys on the track. This is about to get deadly, Daryl. We're going down there.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, we're safe, we're good.
Whoa, this guy's right by the start-finish line? Are you serious? Whoa.
Oh, I mean, he's okay.
Who put these guys down here, Daryl? This is ridiculous. Wait a minute. He's standing at the top of the track? Oh, my God. This guy's dead, Daryl. This guy is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, he's good. He's good, Daryl.
He's good.
We're still clean and green, though. We see the number 30 machine of Patty out of Boston, Massachusetts, Daryl, currently in third.
Oh, someone actually out of Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, Ryan Patty.
First time we've ever had anybody from the channel actually from Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, and not to pivot, but Steve Tucker in the chat shouting out Connor Gerard. What timing?
Look at that. Wow, I didn't know Steve was even here, Daryl, but he says icon. Only icon I see is Connor Gerard. Well, that's true. I mean, we got a lot of icon drivers on the track, as well as Jacob Malone out of Tampa, Florida, is slicing and dicing through the field. But, Daryl, let's try to take a look at your hard chargers here, see who's working through the field here early on.
Well, I know who's going to be on that list, but he's not going to be on top of the list just yet. Brian Smith is up 5 positions, but we're going to pull it up here, and Zachary King, we're going to see, is up 10 positions already, or 11 positions.
There we go.
Look at this.
Yeah, it took me a while to find it. I moved around a lot of my stuff on my controller, but Zachary King, like you said, Daryl, all the way up to 17th after starting 28th. This 47 machine is on rails here early on as he's ripping the top out of Fort Lauderdale. What do you know about Fort Lauderdale, Daryl?
It loved me some Fort Lauderdale. I've been there quite a few times. It's a beautiful place. Not my favorite in Florida, but it's definitely a nice place to go.
Absolutely. But we look at the chat here. Got some newcomers to the league. Appreciate you joining us here tonight. Lucas in the chat says free Vinny. Andrew in the chat also says free Vinny. I don't really know what that means, but I'm ready for it, Daryl.
Well, usually, in my experience, when there's a paint scheme that has a hashtag and says free fill in the blank, it's usually someone that's been banned on iRacing or server muted or chat muted. So usually that's what that means.
Okay, well, now I do know, Daryl, looking at the chat, we got some family in there. Lillian King says, let's go, son. Number 47, let's take another look here. Zachary King, your hard charger, Daryl. Now he's up 14 positions. This guy is on the move.
Yeah, he absolutely is. He's just in a rocket ship right now with Brian Smith right behind him in P15 as we very quickly saw a battle for second. But Zach Lockett could not get around Nathan Finnegan. They're still single file up there in the lead.
There you go, Zach Lockett trying to hold off the number 30 machine, currently in the third position as we hop on board out of, he was actually, Daryl, you know, now I know some stuff about Zach here. Did you know he used to live in Vestal, New York? And then he moved to Catawba, North Carolina?
I did not know that, but
Well,
I see it here on our, you did, yeah.
Me and Zach go way back, Daryl.
Well, I see it now on the graphic. But yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even notice I was there, Daryl.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, we drop back in the field. Take a look. Jake Roll. Probably saying that wrong, but I don't know. We're going to go with it. Roll in the 39 machine, sponsored by Daytona International Speedway.
Oh, well, wow. I'm sure Daytona International Speedway invested a lot of money for sponsorship. Look at that. Good looking car.
There we go. We got the GC Spider drone cam, Daryl. Take a look. Daytona International Speedway forking out the dollars for Jake Roll to rip it around here at Michigan. Got the Coke Zero 400 at Daytona on the hood.
Yeah, Coke Zero Sugar 400 coming up in August, I do believe. So got a little ways to go for that race, but he's I guarantee he's going to run this scheme during that race.
Absolutely. He better at least. I'm going to be kind of mad at him if he doesn't. Well, let's drop back in the field, Daryl. Now, we talked about our biggest gainers of the evening, Daryl. Well, it's time to talk about something not so nice. Ladies and gentlemen, your biggest losers on the night. Shane Cochran leading that board.
Yeah, running dead last right now. He's not really off pace necessarily. I mean, he's still in the lead lap. He's only a couple seconds behind people in front of him. So maybe he's just chilling out, running the back. Yeah, could be a strategy thing. Not sure.
Well, let's check out the chat here, Daryl. We got some guys talking about Brian the Missile Smith. He wins no less than 50% of the races in this league. Well, Daryl, right now, I believe he's sitting at what, 70%?
Yeah, absolutely, 70%. Yeah, that's good math, Blake.
Yeah, you know, I had to pull up the calculator real quick for that one, but here it is, Jason Metalworks on the car. It's a good-looking car right here, Daryl. I think we better get the Juicy Spider drone cam back out here for a quick flyby.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
There we have it, Brian Smith. He is the heavy favorite heading into this race, and
caution
caution is out. What happened, Daryl?
We need to go and look at Jeff Dillon in that 52 machine.
Oh, almost saves it. And oh man, Daryl, he almost saved it about 10 times and then finally turned it around. Thankfully, nobody else involved. The Millersville, Maryland 52 machine loops it around. Let's see this one more time here, Daryl.
Yeah, and I think he just barely hit the wall as well, maybe. Not really much damage, if any, on this 52 machine. So very lucky for him.
You know what I wish we had, Daryl, is an in-car like cockpit view of watching the steering wheel move around. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh.
Yeah, that last little knee-jerk reaction at the end, Daryl, is what looped that thing around, it looked like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is the cause of caution right there. But again, luckily, nobody else hit him. He didn't hit anybody while he was trying to save it. So great job for everybody getting around him.
Now, Daryl, we know these guys, they have 5 tire sets here tonight. Now, what do? You've only ran 12 laps. We have a stage break at lap 20. I'm thinking a lot of these guys, they're probably going to stay out there and want to get to that stage break. If we didn't have the stage at 20, I'd say they'd probably pit. But I think most of them are going to stay out, and we're about to find out.
No, absolutely. They're going to restart with about 6 laps to go. So, yeah, this makes perfect sense. I think if you're in the very back, yeah, there you go. Jacob Smith. Oh, he was the cause of caution, though, right? So makes sense for him to pit.
They got a couple others in the back, which if you're in the back, I mean, definitely maybe pit here and flip the stage or try something different. But all our race leaders, they're obviously going to stay out front here, Daryl, and we're going to rack them up, try it again. Jacob Malone, still your race leader. Nathan Finnegan second. Zach Lockett third. Then you have Ryan Patty and Nathan Berzowski rounding out your top 5. We're going to take a quick break here, folks. Don't you go anywhere. You're watching the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV Icon Cup Series action here in Michigan.
Todd Gilliland here. You're tuned into the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord channel so you never miss a moment of the action. Did America's crew chief already tell you that?
We are back here in Michigan. Your front row, Daryl, it's going to be Jacob Malone on the inside and then Nathan Finnegan on the outside. In the chat, we've got Chris Mackey in the chat, Daryl. Glad he's tuned in here tonight. He's probably not really doing anything else, don't you think?
No, not at all. I'm glad he is here. He says, let's go, and we are going to go.
Wait, who's this?
What?
on the track? Wait a minute. He's racing right now, Daryl?
Yeah, I've never heard of anybody being in the car on the track and typing in the chat at the same time.
Mike,
pretty
this
rare.
is crazy. I didn't know you were allowed to have your phone in the car with you, Daryl, but Chris Mackey out of Ackworth, Georgia, he's going to try it out. He's going to be restarting 16th. And you know what we're going to do, Daryl? We're going to take the green flag on board with Chris Mackey right smack dab in the middle of the field here tonight.
Yeah, and before we do that, really, really quick, I know Brian Smith has won 7 out of 10 races in this league so far, but we didn't lock in our picks. I'm going with Nathan Finnegan, that 6 machine, just for the sake of his girlfriend. I think he's going to win.
You know what, Daryl? I'm going with your race leader. I'm not taking any risks here tonight. Jacob Malone, but pace car is in, Daryl. Into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air here at Michigan.
Wow, Jacob Malone did not get that great of a start, as Nathan Finnegan is going to be right there on his quarter. And he's going to keep him really tight down there. He is going to get clear, though, Blake.
Yeah, Daryl. Well, Penny Lynn Finnegan is on her feet right now, pumped up, watching Nathan rip it around the top, challenging for the race lead. He's got the preferred line right now up top, Daryl. I think he might be able to take over this spot.
Well, they may be, but man, Jacob Malone just sends it into turn 3.
Slide job.
Slide job. They're going to have 5 to go to the stage here at the line, Blake.
Absolutely. So it looks like next flag's going to be the end of the stage, Daryl, whether it's the stage break flag or somebody junking it. Nathan Finnegan second. Jacob Malone, your race leader as we drop back in the field. Here's Zachary King, Daryl, continues to work through the field up to 13th. Oh, look at this. Guys dooring each other.
Wow.
Oh, man, they're going to junk each other, Daryl. This is not going to end well. These guys are not happy with one another, but hey, they're good. They figured it out for now, at least.
Patty attempts to go to the P2 position, but quite can't get there. So it's still Jacob Malone and Nathan Finnegan with 4 laps to go to the stage.
Yeah, looks like Malone's got this stage 1 here unless something crazy happens. But Brian Smith, I mean, he's getting through the field pretty well, Daryl, but I expected him to be in the race lead by now.
Jacob Malone just hits the wall coming out of 2. Nathan Finnegan is going to capitalize. Here we go.
Well, I said unless something crazy happened, and he did it right there, Daryl. Smokes the wall. Let's see if he's got some speed or if that car's messed up. What do you think, Daryl?
No, he's not going to be able to get him, but he is going to stay next to him. They're side by side with 2 to go. Or, excuse me, 3 to go to the stage.
It's going to be a good battle here for the stage win. It's Malone on the inside, or outside, sorry, and Finnegan on the inside.
Top lane's going to have the advantage here. Nathan Finnegan's going to be by himself. Never mind, the 30's going to come down. Ryan Patty give him a little bit of a draft. Oh, they touch, Blake.
Absolutely. These guys are not giving an inch down those straightaways. You got to side draft, do everything you can here at Michigan. And Finnegan, is he going to take it over? Yes, he is. New race leader out front. 2 laps left to go in stage number 1. Nathan Finnegan.
Exactly sure if it's the beginning of lap 20 of the stage or the end of lap 20. If it's the end. Okay, so we got 2 to go to the stage. Nathan Finnegan on the point with Jacob Malone in P2.
Let's see if it stays clean. Daryl, we got cameraman on the track. Look out!
Oh.
Look at these cars, Daryl. This is impressive. There we have it to the line here. Last lap around this time by, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely. Nathan Finnegan is snaking his way down the trial or through the tri-oval, trying to break the draft of Jacob Malone. Jacob Malone's going to send it here, not quite going to be able to get there. And Nathan Finnegan's going to have the preferred line and speed coming out of 2. We have 1 more corner.
Looking good for him, Daryl, down the backstretch for the final time in stage number 1. His wife on the car. He is your race leader. Looks like he's got the speed, and he's going to throw a haymaker. Not going to be enough. Out of turn 4, your stage 1 winner going to be Nathan Finnegan.
Nathan Finnegan going to win the stage. Jacob Malone, P2, Zach Lockett, maybe not.
Yeah,
We're not
they were
under
side by
caution
side.
yet, Blake.
It'll come out here. I'm sure they're just waiting for everybody to pass for the stage. I'm sorry, to go through the field, pay out stage points, but it's coming out any moment. I do know I was told that the caution was going to be at lap 20, but I don't know. They're still racing for some reason, Daryl, so who knows?
Well, let's pretend like the stage isn't over, I guess, but Nathan Finnegan's still out to a good lead. If the stage isn't over, Jacob Malone.
I mean, I know I was told multiple times it was lap 30, Daryl, so I don't know what's going on.
You mean lap 20?
20, sorry. Well, who knows? We'll just watch them rip it around here for now. Let's go up to the Bubba Myers custom design blimp. You got a side-by-side battle for the second position. Okay, I've been told now it's the end of lap 25 and 50. I know it was 20 and 50. I could have swore, but who knows, Daryl? So I guess the stage is going to be 25, not 20.
Well, I do see that under race details now, completion of lap 25 and 50. So our apologies. Yeah, our apologies, folks, as we have 29 people
There we
tuning
go.
in.
We fixed it. Look at the board now, Daryl. It's fixed on the scoreboard. We got 3 laps left to go. Let's see if Finnegan is going to win the stage. I think he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's out to a half-second lead. I mean, anything can happen, but he's just in cruise control right now with the fresh air, and the girlfriend has to be loving this.
I think that's the wife. Is it the girlfriend or the wife?
Oh, the wife. I'm sorry.
I'm sure it's the wife, Daryl. You need to get out of here.
Okay. You're right. The wife is very happy.
Penny just left us a bad review. She's not happy.
Well, I apologize, Penny, but Nathan out of Coventry, Rhode Island, it looks like.
Daryl, we got a new camera on the car here tonight. I was trying to figure out, let's do something different here. And I figured I'd put one in the car. Look at this. I don't know why we have this, but we got it. Wow, what a shot.
Great view. Yeah, that is a nice view.
This is courtesy of Jesse Becker. Thank you for that, Jesse. He calls it the wingback cam. That is the most useful camera I've ever seen, right, Daryl?
It is true, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you who's feeling good right now. Nathan Finnegan out front. He's got about a half-second lead. Now it's going to be 1 lap left to go in stage number 1.
I tell you what, don't look now, but Brian Smith is up 17 positions up to P5. Blake, that did not take him long to get up through this field.
Well, I know you said don't look, but we went ahead and looked. Here he is in the 5th position up here. That's probably about all he's going to get to as they're down the backstretch for the final time. We swear this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Our apologies. So we are
that was our
coming
bad.
around.
First time here with the Icon Cup Series, but hopping on board your race leader out of turn number 4. Now he gets it done. Your stage 1 winner out of Coventry, Rhode Island, Nathan Finnegan. He's the first driver ever to win a stage from Rhode Island, Daryl, on HMS TV.
Oh, put that down the record book.
Statcast. Somebody tag Jesse.
Statcast.
Boy, and you know what? We've got a lot of glazing of Brian Smith, rightfully so here. I mean, he has dominated this series, but I figure people will be glazing Bentley Glazer. But nonetheless, they're going with Brian Smith. But again, Daryl, we're going to rack them up here. Finnegan, your stage 1 winner, Patty second, followed by Malone, Lockett, and Smith. Going to be your top 5. Let's take a short break, though, folks. But let's see if we can maybe interview Finnegan once we get back. And you're watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back. We are back here at Michigan, and our drivers just went down pit road at the end of stage one. Cody Eldred, the only one that didn't pit. Not sure how this strategy is going to work out. He last pit on lap number 12, and he took fuel only, I think. So this is probably not going to work out for Cody, but nonetheless, we're about to find out. But, folks, you know what? Let's see if we can get a hold of Nathan Finnegan, our stage one winner. Let's find him. All right, here he is, folks. I'm going to pull him in right now. Nathan Blake up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
7-4, I got you guys.
Hey, you able to bring home stage number one? The wife has to be pretty happy, huh?
Yeah, I think giving her some good FaceTime for the birthday girl. Shout out to my wife, Emily, and her 29th birthday today. Love you very much, and glad to have her on the car this weekend.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, you were running good up front there, battling it out. And did you think you had the speed to bring home stage one, or you kind of come out the gate faster than you expected?
Yeah, no, the 54's got good pace. We were a little worried about Dirty Air and just getting that track position. And then when we got the outside on the restart, I was honestly a little surprised that he didn't take the outside. And that definitely helped us at the beginning part of that run. And I think once we went through a heat cycle, it helped a little bit more. Just protecting the right rear is so important here because it's so hard to clear guys off the corner and generate runs, and the draft just matters so much. So we'll see what stage two brings.
Yeah, well, it's going to be exciting to see. But in front of you, you got the favorite. Brian Smith has worked himself through the field, so you got your hands full up front now, Nathan.
Yeah, hometown boy, and I know he'd love to take this one as well as the other ones that he's taken so far this year in Icon, and being from Michigan, so I know he's at the race today, so it'd be good to go to the race and get a checkered flag as well, so we'll see how we do.
All right, well, hey, we'll send you back to your teams. You're about to drop the hammer and go green. Wish you the best of luck the rest of this one, Nathan.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Nathan Finnegan, he is racked up, ready to roll. Going to restart in the 6th position here, and we are about to go green, Daryl.
Yeah, I wanted to tell him that he was my pick to win, but I also don't want to give him any extra pressure. So, better off just to not tell him.
Absolutely, and here they are, the 3 machine gonna be on the inside, the 32 on the outside. Pace car is in. We're ready to roll into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air here in Michigan. Here they come, Daryl. We got our cameraman ready to roll on the track. Don't hit him. What a shot here, as they are basically 3 wide out front. Travis Gilbert taking over the race lead.
Oh, man, they saved it. I can't believe it. Cody Eldred. Oh, man.
Oh, they're junking it now, Daryl. Oh, yeah, they're still junking it. There it is. He's junked. Caution is out. Not sure where this all started, Daryl. Basically, the whole lap they were trying to spin out, it seemed like. And unfortunately, they do. Looks like Kyle Diaz involved. Here it is, Daryl. Try to see a better view of this here. Take a look from the top. Here it is. Just a bad push there, I guess, and it turns to 26, and there you have it. 1 car spin, Daryl. That's caution number 3 on the night.
Yes, caution number 3.
Well, look who's in the lead now, Daryl. So, not good news for these drivers.
Absolutely, and it's just crazy that Cody Eldred, my apologies, started up front and led the pack going into turn 1, and he's all the way back into 15.
Not great. He did not pit on that caution, and he had old tires, I think, from the start of the race. So honestly, I think that was a horrible decision from Cody, but nonetheless, he made it. And he's still good for now, but Brian Smith has to feel pretty good out of Northville, Michigan. And we heard there earlier, Daryl, he just went to the race, the NASCAR race today, runs home, hops in the sim, misses qualifying, and he's already in the race lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's just definitely somebody who doesn't need any practice. And him being from Michigan, I'm sure he races here a lot on the sim, and just probably doesn't need much practice.
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't need much practice anywhere, but especially here at Michigan. And folks, we got a lot of compliments on this number 78 machine paint scheme. Jason Metalworks. We got the Juicy Spider drone cam out, Daryl. Let's take a closer look.
Yeah, look at this. Jason Metalworks on the car.
Look at all those wind stickers, Daryl. This isn't even fair.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like you got the Michigan Humane Society on the car. Good organization. Pizio Designs.
Great looking car. And you know what, Daryl? We're going to take a look. I've heard a lot of compliments about the 15 machine of Tizio. He's got a TKO Designs car. Let's take a look at that one. We got the second Juicy Spider drone cam out here. Somehow Drunken Spider can fly too. So let's take a look at both of them. Here we go. So here's a 15. Oh, wow. This is a cool one, Daryl. I really like this. I like these scenic cars. Something different that you wouldn't really see in real NASCAR.
Yeah, absolutely. Pure Michigan on the side. This driver is also from Michigan, St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Blake, what, as we're looking at this car, what do you know about St. Clair Shores, Michigan?
Oh, Daryl, I know everything about St. Clair Shores. I mean, I'm honestly one of the experts about St. Clair Shores, Michigan, Daryl.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, honestly, I can prove it here. Just give me a minute. I have to grab me a drink of water, Daryl. Go ahead and talk about something.
Well, actually, I'll just go ahead and tell you. It's a city in Macomb County, Michigan. It's on the shore of Lake St. Clair. It's northeast of Detroit, and it's known as the boating capital of Michigan, Blake.
Oh, yeah, obvious. I mean, Daryl, everybody knows that. But also, I'll tell you, St. Clair Shores is a city in Macomb County in the U.S. state of Michigan, an inner ring suburb of Detroit. St. Clair Shores is located roughly 14 miles northeast of downtown Detroit. As of the 2020 census, Daryl, and I knew this off the top of my head, the city had a population of 58,800 and I think 74. Let me confirm. Yep, that's right. So 58,874, Daryl. I told you.
Yeah, it did. It absolutely. It did not sound like at all that you were reading from a script.
No,
at all. Like it just no.
Serious?
And Skeeps in the chat says lock in Daryl. I don't know what I said wrong, and I apologize for whatever
lock
I said
it
wrong.
in,
But
Daryl.
apparently, I need to lock it in. Yeah,
lock it in. They said that's a Chat
trying.
GPT. Are you kidding me? I'd never use Chat GPT. I've never touched that terrible service.
Connor Gerard in the chat says this chat might be a little too electric.
Well, Andrew in the chat says your manager would like to speak with you now. I think they're talking to you, Daryl. Restart number 3 about to go underway. Daryl, pace truck is in. Feel this set's going to be Smith on the inside. Gilbert on the outside into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air once again here, Daryl.
Travis Tillman did not get the greatest start in the world, but he also did not take 4 tires. Looks like he's still on the same set of tires, or maybe took 2 on lap.
He took 2. Yeah, he took 2.
Yeah, took 2 tires. So, but he's okay. He's running P3. We got a lot of drivers hitting the wall coming out of the 2.
Yeah, I think it's a little early in the race to go with 2 tires, but who knows? We'll see if this works out for him. As Brian Smith, he's your race leader. He's won 70% of the Icon Cup Series races so far. He's trying to make it an even higher number, Daryl. 3 wide in the back. Look out.
Absolutely, 3 wide in the back. This is crazy.
Wait a minute. That's an 88 Red Bull machine, Daryl. Shouldn't that car be spinning out?
Twice, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I tell you what, Connor Zillich, he might be the biggest clown I've ever seen in the NASCAR NextGen, but hopefully he can figure it out. I don't know. He needs to go back to go-karts, in my opinion, Daryl.
Yeah, quite possibly. He did not have a good day in the real NASCAR race.
No, not at all. It's honestly pretty embarrassing. But nonetheless, your race leader, Brian Smith, still, you got a door-to-door battle for second. That's Gilbert on the inside in the 3 machine, Patty on the outside in the 3rd. Vinny, yeah, we got a lot of talk about Vinny. They say he was like Ron Artest there. You remember Ron Artest?
I do remember Ron Artest. The Malice in the Palace, I believe he was part of. with the Pacers and the Pistons. I do remember that. Watched it live. That was an incredible NBA moment.
That was awesome. You know, I was a kid there, and that's probably the loudest I've ever cheered for an NBA game. I don't really care about the game, but I love that fight they had. But Jacob Malone going door to door right now. Boy, that's the 93 of Lockett. Able to avoid contact there, it looked like. I don't know, it got pretty close with this. Wow, look at this car, though, Daryl. This is a good-looking 93 machine. The GOAT Racing diecast number 93 of Zach Lockett. He's from Vestal, New York. Made the move to Catawba, North Carolina.
The 54 was not clear there. That was almost catastrophic. Oh, man.
Yeah, Lockett's trying to lock it in here, Daryl, and he is trying to get up front, but it's going to be tough. Brian Smith, the heavy favorite, your race leader. You got Gilbert, Patty, Malone, and then Lockett rounding out the top 5. But let's drop back here a little bit, Daryl. This guy's got a lot of speed. We've heard a lot about him. Out of Troutman, Nathan Berzowski.
Berzowski currently in P9, down 7 spots. We know he started outside front row, but down to 9. But still, top 10 car right now. Nothing to complain about.
Now, being from Troutman, Daryl, I think it's Troutman, North Carolina we're talking about. And I'm actually pretty smart on Troutman, North Carolina as well. There's just a few things I know about it. Troutman's is a small town in Iredell County in North Carolina, Daryl. And the town's actually located about, I'd say, I don't know, 35 miles north of Charlotte. And then as of the 2020 census, if I remember right, the population was just 3,698.
Wow, that's a pretty specific number for you to, you know, if you remember right. That's pretty incredible.
Oh, no, Daryl, I have a photographic memory. And ladies and gentlemen, the Allen Experience. Just subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. You just made the best experience of your life. Congratulations. Jumping out front, though, Daryl, your race leader. No shock here. Brian Smith still, and it's time to pull up your HMS TV lap leaderboard. Jacob Malone led 18 early on. Brian Smith up to 10. Finnegan with 10 led, and then Eldred led 2.
We have a battle for 5th going on.
Ladies
Zach
and gentlemen,
Lockett
in the
go
chat.
ahead.
Oh, my God, big news here. Daryl Young Jr. gifts a membership to one lucky fan, and it looks like Time TWO Get Swifty is now a member of the HMS TV channel. So congratulations. Folks, if you want to be a member of the channel, click that join button underneath the video. I think, Daryl, it's only, what, $3.99?
It's absolutely only $3.99. Yep.
What a deal. You know, Daryl, with that, you actually get a custom emoji you can put in the chat. And I mean, this is just an incredible emoji. I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to post it for you, folks. Take a look.
Yep, absolutely. There it is. Not only are you posting it once, but yeah, about 9 times.
Man, that's a beautiful emoji. But Daryl, let's drop back in the field. Zachary King, we saw him slicing and dicing to the field earlier. Well, I think old Zach here has hit the plateau. He's actually lost a few of those spots. Right now, back to 18.
Yeah, he has absolutely lost a few spots, but Blake, if we could actually go back to the... Oh, we got a wreck! And the caution will come out.
Justin Bissonette here out of Charleston, South Carolina, my birth town, Daryl, has just junked it. Let's see the replay. Here it is, door to door. He was up front, and then, just unfortunate. I don't really know. I looked like Bissonette got a little loose off the corner, and unfortunately there's a car there. Let's try to slow this down here a bit, Daryl. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take this frame by frame. He's just going to go up the track and just barely clip him.
Yeah, the Ford definitely gets into him, so I don't think Bissonette lost it there. I think the Ford kind of junked him. So there we have it, Daryl. We're back live here. Brian Smith, your race leader. Go ahead.
He definitely apologized on the radio, said it was his fault, and so kudos to him for owning that one. Skeeps wants to know where his gift sub is. Gift membership is, Blake. Well, Unfortunately, you cannot gift to a specific person. It's pretty much random. I think there is a. It takes a count how often you're in the chat.
I don't know,
things
Daryl.
like
Honestly,
that.
I think it's totally random. They say that, but I mean, these people that I'd say the last 5 memberships you've bought have been to people I've never seen comment once. So it's totally random, folks. Unfortunately, we can't choose who gets one, but hey, you keep tuning in here and you have a shot because we have 30 fans watching right now. You're watching the Icon Cup Series. Brian Smith, your race leader. Let's take just a short break, folks. It sounds like Larry McReynolds wants to tell you something. We'll be right back. Go ahead, Larry.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
We are back here in Michigan. Daryl, our 4th caution of the night. We're on lap 45 out of 120. Now, Daryl, you're a betting man. What are the odds for an over-under for cautions tonight?
Oh, we're not counting stage cautions, correct?
No, let's count them. We'll count them.
Let's count them. So we're on caution number 4 total. Is that right?
Yeah, we got 2 more, or 1 more guaranteed for the next stage.
Okay, so it's going to be 5. We're not even halfway through the race. Over under, Blake, is 9.5.
I'm taking the over, Daryl.
I think so too.
I was thinking, I'm thinking 10.5 would be a decent over-under. I think I might still take the over, but I don't know. Maybe these guys clean it up, Daryl. We're going to find out. Field is set. Brian Smith lined up, ready to roll. Going to be on the top side with Travis Gilbert on the bottom side. Into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air again. Clean and green, Daryl, as they head into turn 1. Looks like Jacob Smith with a black flag in the Ford machine.
Yes, black flag for that Ford machine. There's a side-by-side for P2, but Jacob Malone is going to have the advantage on the top side. He's clear. Single file, 1 through 4.
There you are on board out of Tampa, Florida. Jacob Malone in the 2nd position. You got Gilbert in 3rd, and Smith trying to hold them off. Still ripping it around here, Daryl. And again, this is the Icon Cup Series. The series is sponsored by TZO Designs. You see that on the side-by-side. But channel has some channel sponsors as well, so appreciate Icon hopping on board, joining the HMS TV channel family, whatever you want to call it, and appreciate TZO Designs helping make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, this is pretty impressive by Travis Gilbert to be the only driver up here in this front of the field that has 2 tires. Or they only took 2 tires, and he's holding his ground on lap 47. As we got a stage break coming up shortly.
Just
the
3
leader's
more
on
laps
lap
to go
48.
here, Daryl. And the fastest lap of the session just ran by Jacob Malone in the second spot of 38.10. Brian Smith might have his hands full, Daryl. They're side by side for the race lead.
Yeah, he just grabbed his corner. He's going to get even with him and dive it down into 3. He is going to get clear. He's actually going to use part of the apron. I'm glad there wasn't a cameraman down there.
What a move there. Jacob Malone out of nowhere finds the momentum. 2 laps left to go this time by for stage number 2.
Ryan Smith thought about trying to go to the inside, but thought better of it, as Travis Gilbert is absolutely descending it into turn 1. Top 3 still single file with Ryan Patty and P4.
I'm impressed here. I didn't realize Malone had this kind of speed, and he is flying right now. It's going to be 1 lap left to go this time around as he's trying to hold off one of the best drivers, or probably the best driver in the field, of Brian Smith.
Yeah, absolutely. They are side by side on the white flag of the stage. Like, who's the 3 going to go with? The 3's going to go to the top side. That's going to give Jacob Malone a little bit of an advantage.
Oh my gosh, don't look now. The Juice Spider drone came out here as we got a battle for the race lead. Brian Smith's going to cover up, slide job into the race lead. Smith takes it back.
Absolutely. Jacob Malone is going to have one more attempt to try to get him here. He's going to dive it way down. It's just not going to be enough. Brian Smith's going to cut the air off the front of his nose as Brian Smith comes out of 4 and comes to the start-finish line, and he will be our Stage 2 winner, Brian Smith, in that 78 machine. Caution is out.
Northville, Michigan native. I mean, this guy's close enough to the track, Daryl. He went to the real Cup race, made it home in time to race here tonight, and he parks it here for stage number 2 victory, Brian Smith. Oh, in the chat, we've got a claim here, Daryl. Rigged against the 15. This race is being rigged against Anthony Tizio. Thank you for mentioning that, Skeps. I think he'd probably be winning if it wasn't rigged on him. What do you think, Daryl?
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't be in 21st right now. He'd be in the lead. So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, you know what, Daryl? We better take a quick break. We're going to do some studying, seeing how they rigged this race against Anthony Tizio. But again, Brian Smith, your Stage 2 winner. We're going to rack them up. Head down pit road. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're back here at Michigan. Got some cars down pit road. We're about to find out who wins the battle off of pit road, and it looks like Nathan Finnegan. He is not going to pit, Daryl.
Yeah, he last pit. The top four actually are staying out. They last pit on lap 43, so they've been out for 9 laps, including these 2 laps under caution. So they're going to have 7 laps of green flag on their tires. Interesting strategy.
Daryl out of pit road. Looks like Ryan Patty wins the race off pit road. Goes with 2 tires. Chris Mackey goes fuel only. Adam Ball goes fuel only. And then Brian Smith, he entered pit road first. Leaves as the 4th car off pit road. He took 4 fresh tires. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so as well.
But Daryl, real quick, let's see if the Stage 2 winner of Brian Smith is available here for a quick little interview. I got him right here, folks. Let's get him in here right now. Joining us in the booth here, Brian Smith, our Stage 2 winner. Brian, you got a copy?
I got you guys.
Hey, you were able to, after starting in the back, you missed qualifying, you work up to the front, you win stage number 2. Trying to get your 8th win on the season. You're probably feeling pretty good here tonight.
Yeah, I am. I like the way the car's driving. It's a little tight, but I was able to make some moves there early on, just, trying to judge the runs and push the guys that you think are going to get around the car in front of them. So just got to stay smart. The race got all shuffled up here with some guys taking 2 and flipping the stage there. So it's going to get really interesting. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, now, Daryl, what have you been seeing out of the 78 here tonight? I mean, he's able to make it home after the Cup race, and he's out here winning stage number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Did not need to qualify or run any practice laps, but Michigan's your home track, so I'm sure you've raced here enough to kind of know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I love this place. I had a great time out at the Cup race today. And, it's cool to come home and race it on the simulator. So it is one of my favorite tracks.
The most important question is, what's the one thing we need to know about Northville, Michigan?
That's my hometown. It's where I grew up. It's between Lake Detroit and Ann Arbor, if you guys are familiar with that or familiar with the area. It was a small little town growing up. It's grown quite a bit. But, yeah, it's a cool little place.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Brian, you got a lot of fans in the chat here tonight. Hopefully you can get it done for him here and take home your 8th win. We wish you luck the rest of this one.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Welcome to the league, by the way.
I'll appreciate it.
Thank you.
Brian Smith, our Stage 2 winner. We're going to send him back to his team, but Daryl Field is lined up, ready to roll. Nathan Finnegan, our Stage 1 winner, going to kick off from the top spot as the pace car is in, and we're heading towards that juicy Spider restart zone at Michigan. Green flag back in the air, Daryl.
Green flag in the air, and Nathan Finnegan gets an incredible start along with that 4th car right behind them as they go into turn 1. It's going to be interesting, Blake, to see this tire strategy. We know that these guys pit 10 laps ago. Is that going to be enough fall off as we're done with stages? Unless there's a caution, we're seeing green.
Yeah, no more guaranteed stages or cautions, Daryl. These guys, everybody's going to have to pit one more time. So I think these guys are probably going to want to cut this in half. I don't know. I think staying out's a good call, Daryl. We got a good battle for second. The 4 trying to shut the door on the 47 of Zach King.
Yeah, not going to happen just yet as the 47 has the preferred line on the top side as they go into 1. The 4 not going to give up, though. They're going to be side by side coming out 2.
Clean and green, hard racing up front, and keep an eye on that 54 of Malone. He drives aggressive, and he is bad fast out of Tampa, Florida.
We still have Nathan Finnegan, our race leader, who restarted first.
Oh, look out. Sketchy situation there.
Ooh.
Chris Mackey almost got sent 3 wide. And look at these guys battle. It's Mackey with Malone and then the 4 of Jacob Smith.
Yeah, with no guaranteed cautions, definitely need to, drivers definitely need to care about their tires. Don't want to be super aggressive since nothing is guaranteed now. So just got to run the track. But the 54 doesn't care, Blake. He's just going to send it all the way down to the apron and try and slide drop. They're 3 wide for second.
Oh, man, look at this. The 47 of King, nowhere to go. He just pinned up top there, 3 wide. They are not happy, Daryl. Racing
Chris
hard.
Camburn, Chris Camburn is spinning in the grass in the trial, but we're staying green.
I hope we stay green, Daryl. These guys are getting racy right now, and Finnegan's loving it because he is pulling away while everybody else is going door to door, throwing slide jobs on each other. Hard racing here. Here's Brian Smith up into the 3rd position, and the 54 going down low.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian Smith made that work as he is going to be clear for that P3 position. Just has 2 more cars in front of him that he needs to try to worry about here.
And listen to this one, Daryl. Hang on. Actually, I'm going through some radio transmissions. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I did hear what you're about ready to play, and the viewers definitely want to hear it.
Swear to God, man, he got the spatial awareness of a blind bat.
That's Chris Camburn. He was not happy, Daryl. Not sure what happened. That was in the back. We did not see that. Actually, here we go. Take a look, Daryl. Here's a replay of when he goes off track. Hang on. We're going to have to rewind that further. We're still clean and green, folks. Here we go. What do you think, Daryl?
Yeah, he just gets absolutely punted coming out of 4, and a couple cars are going to get a bill for cutting the grass there.
That's
Some
Kevin
landscaping
Bankert.
job.
Yeah, Kevin Bankert currently in the 22nd spot, Daryl. He just flat out jumped him. But, hey, we go back out front. Nathan Finnegan, still your race here. You got Brian Smith 2nd, Jacob Smith 3rd, Jake Roll in 4th, and then Jacob Malone rounding out your top 5. In the chat, Daryl, Steve says 6 and 54 got as many cautions as the 78 has wins. So that's something to watch, Daryl. We'll keep an eye on the 6 and the 54 both.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something we'll definitely have to keep an eye on. If they have just as many cautions as Brian Smith has wins, that's more than a handful.
Daryl, back on lap 32, I'm going through some old radio transmission. This is from Patrick Colby. Listen in.
Yeah, you it all up.
Yeah, he was not happy, Daryl. Not at all.
Absolutely not. And I do know that Skeeps in the chat wants a gifted membership. I'm going to send one right now, Blake, and see if it goes to Skeeps.
I'm going to guess Skeet's not getting it. Not a chance, Daryl.
Let's try it. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, gifted membership sent, and Andrew gets the gifted membership. Congratulations, the best gift you've ever probably had, Andrew.
And something else is rigged.
Dell got one. He says rigged. Yeah, this whole thing's rigged, isn't it? I agree.
Everything's rigged. Yep.
Well, Jacob Smith, he is door to door with the 54 right now. They're duking it out for 4th here tonight. You got Chris Mackey in 6th behind these two. Let's hop on board with this number 9 machine, Chris Mackey. Oh, in the chat, Andrew Dell says, I love my life. Thank you, Daryl.
Well, I was getting roasted earlier, and I figured there was something I had to do to try to get people, try to get on people's good side, and so there you go. That's all you got to do. Just give someone a membership to Hudson Motorsports TV, and you're good to go.
Absolutely. Well, we're still clean and green. 57 laps left to go here. Finnegan, your race leader, and Daryl Brian Smith is knocking on the door. Just a matter of time before he takes over this top spot.
Yeah, absolutely. We know he has 9-lap pressure tires than our race leader, Nathan Finnegan. So if this thing does stay clean and green, it's only a matter of time before Brian Smith gets around them. And I'm going to take a guess, like it's going to happen within the next less than 5 laps.
Well, you're not really going out on a limb there, going 5 laps, Daryl. I mean, if you would have said 3, I'd maybe fight back. But, hey, we see Nathan Finnegan. He's shaking the draft like we're at Indianapolis here, Daryl. He's trying to win this thing.
Yeah, he absolutely is. But here comes Brian Smith. Man, he's absolutely just diving it down into turn 1. Not quite going to get there. He's going to get tight coming out of the corner, and Nathan Finnegan's actually going to have a little bit of a lead here, about a half second because of that.
Yeah, Finnegan pulling out a little bit, half second out front. We hop on board here, Daryl. The 36 machine, Bentley Glazer, Mountain Dew on the car. Good-looking machine there for the 36.
Absolutely. Gotta love Mountain Dew. I love me some Mountain Dew.
Well, meanwhile, Brian Smith dropped all the way back there to the back bumper of Jake Roll in the 39. You have a bumper-to-bumper, kind of a battle for second, but Smith's going to go back to work here as he's reeling back in your race leader of Nathan Finnegan. Shaking the draft down the backstretch like he's been doing here. It's working for him. Nathan Finnegan doing a great job. In the chat, though, they're asking Daryl, who won the race to the beer stand? They said probably the
32. I'm not sure.
Well, he's off
I'm
track,
really not
so
sure.
I'm thinking he's probably right. 32 is not on track. He's done.
Kyle says, Daryl, teach Skeeps how to hold long. I'm not sure what that means.
Well, he said, don't teach me that, Daryl, so let's go with that.
I'm not going to.
Let's go
Yeah,
with
I'm not going to because I have no idea what it is.
Well, Ryan Patty finds himself running in the 6th position. Good-looking Fast House number 30 machine out of Boston, Massachusetts. Only driver ever to actually be from Boston, once again here on the channel of Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Some drivers lie about being from Boston, Daryl, but Patty's really from there.
Yeah, this week we found out the hard way. Yeah, it's good just not to lie about where you're from. That's all.
And we got a good battle here for 4th as Jacob Malone holding off the 4 machine. That's Jacob Smith. So Jacob Malone, Jacob Smith, battle of the Jacobs. Daryl, who are you taking here? Who's going to win, or between these two? You think Malone or Smith?
I would say Malone for sure.
Well, I'm taking Smith because I think Smith is driving like a lunatic here tonight, and I'm loving it. So I think Smith gets the job done and passes Malone by the end of this race.
Well, I mean, none of them are going to beat my pick to win, Nathan Finnegan, who's still in the lead. Even though he has a mirror full of Brian Smith, he gets really, really tight coming out of 2. And Brian Smith is going to get side by side with Nathan Finnegan, and he is going to take over the race lead. Wow, that happened quick.
Yeah, that was a quick pass there. Brian Smith back out to the point. 52 laps left to go. Finnegan trying to battle back, but Daryl, I don't think he's going to have the speed.
Yeah, he'll definitely try. He's right on his bumper, but Brian Smith is just going to cut off the air. It's just not going to work. Nathan Finnegan's going to really get a good run coming out of the corner here. It's just not going to happen. He's just getting way too tight, Blake.
We got a good battle here. 3-car battle for about the 4th spot. You got Jacob Smith on the inside, Patty on the outside, and then Jacob Malone in front of these two. Oh, look out. Almost got into the quarter panel there, but they're racing close quarters here, Daryl, but they're keeping it clean. Only 50 laps left to go here in Michigan.
Man, look at this 30 machine of Ryan Patty. Just absolutely sends it in. He's going to slap the track.
Oh, no.
Oh.
What a save there from the 54 of Malone. I thought he was toast.
I saw that coming from a mile away. That was almost our next caution of the night. But, ooh, man, a lot of these drivers are just soaring it into these corners. There is no guaranteed caution. So, drivers need to really watch their tires.
And I don't think they're too worried about these tires because they know they're all probably going to pit here in the next, I don't know, I'd say probably 10 laps because you're going to want to cut it in half. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting for sure. Let's drop back, though, a little bit, Daryl. Talk about some of these guys we may not have mentioned so far. How about the 69? Hanover Fist out of Albert Lea, wherever that is.
Albert Lea is off of Interstate 39 as you're heading towards Minneapolis, Minnesota, as you're coming from Iowa. I did not have to Google that, Blake. I drive by it every time I go to Minneapolis.
Look at this. I think you'll like this paint scheme, Daryl. Eddie Van Halen on the 69 machine.
I'm going to be very respectful since this is our first race broadcasting the Icon Cup Series. I'm not going to say anything negative about that 69 machine. Van Halen is butt rock. Okay, I just said it.
Well, there you have it. Well, let's drop back to the 14th position. I expected more out of this guy. I thought he was faster than this. Nathan Berzowski out of Troutman. This guy's a mid-packer. Is he a field filler here, Daryl? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Currently
Zachary
running
King down pit road. Looks like our pit cycle has officially started here, so I kind of like this risk here, Daryl. You're going to gain some ground on the front end. Looking at tire fall off, we're looking at about a second tire fall off every lap, so definitely some ground to be gained.
Yeah, absolutely. P2, Nathan Finnegan's going to come down pit road. The 4 machine's going to come down pit road.
Well, here comes Finnegan out of Rhode Island. He takes the trip down pit road for his lovely wife. It's her birthday tonight here, Daryl. And let's make sure none of these guys speed down pit road, and they did not. So you got Finnegan and Smith down pit road, as well as Jeff Dillon.
Blake, I see a lot of 6-7s in the chat, and I'd just like to say, Blake, I wish you a very happy 6-7 day today.
Oh, dude, yeah, Daryl, I mean, it's my favorite day of the year. I've been waiting for this day all year long, honestly. Happy 6-7, everybody.
You know, I was talking to my British friends this morning, and I went to tell them 6-7, but they use the calendar backwards. They do the day first, then the month, so it's 7-6 over in England.
Oh, well, the good news for them, Daryl, their 6-7 is coming up in about a month.
Yeah, and also good news for us, we don't care because we fought a war to not care. So there you go.
But,
I'm just kidding.
now, Daryl,
I love my British friends.
the guys that did pit early, they did go a lap down, so they do not want to see a caution. They want this green flag stop to play out as Brian Smith continues to hold the lead. I like the strategy from Smith. Stay out here a few laps. Don't be worried. Yeah, sure, you may give up the race lead on the front end, but you're going to have fresher tires. And if I'm Smith, I'm staying out here another, I don't know, 5-10 laps at least.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're going to watch here, Nathan Finnegan and Smith, they got their fresh tires. We'll see how much ground they can make as our race leader, Brian Smith, still has not pit.
Patrick Colby down pit road right now as we speak. Jake Roll in the second position. You got Ryan Patty third with Malone fourth, Zach Lockett fifth. Glazer, Hollingsworth, Berzowski, Diaz, and Crumry round out your top 10. And let's take this drone down for a quick flyby, Daryl. Let's look at somebody we haven't talked much about yet. I like this scheme right here. You got the Mobile 133 machine, Jake Christenberry.
Yeah, absolutely. Jake Christenberry. Mobile 1 on the car, nice and clean. Christenberry above the neck. Can Drunken Spider go inside the car?
No, Daryl, I don't think that's even possible.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it anyway.
Wait a minute. What's he doing? Oh, my God. Oh, whoa. Wow. Okay, we're in the car here. This has to be very distracting for Jake Christenberry. He is not a happy camper right now.
Tell me about the car. There's NASCAR on there. We're not supposed to show that.
Yeah, well, we better not show that. Daryl, looks like these pit cycles still going on. You got Glazer and Smith both down pit road, so our race leader giving it up. He is heading down right now. So the 36 Glazer, as well as Smith, Crumry, and Grinnell, as well as Shane Cochran, all down pit road. So Jacob Malone, like I said, your race leader right now, Daryl. When do you think he heads down?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Right now.
Right now. Yep, absolutely, right now.
There we go. So the extra 54 machine heading down pit road. He's going to give up the lead. Zach Lockett going to take it over for now.
Now I'm going to keep my eye on Smith.
Daryl,
and there he goes. He's going to go ahead.
Real quick in the chat, Lucas says, quick reminder, paint scheme of the night contenders are 15, 78, and 39. I think he's repeating that from Connor Gerard, the GOAT. So we appreciate you sharing that, letting us know.
Oh, absolutely.
So So Lockett's your race. Oh, he's heading down right now. So Zach Lockett going to give it up, going to pass the lead on over to somebody else. Kyle Diaz down pit road. Travis Gilbert, he's staying out though. If he doesn't get junked by the 28.
Oh
my gosh, what are they
wow.
doing, Daryl? These guys trying to junk each. Oh my gosh, that was intentional as hell. Okay.
That was
Okay.
definitely-
Well,
Wow.
not sure what Travis Gilbert did, but these guys aren't big fans of this number 3 machine tonight, Daryl.
No, they absolutely are not. I'm shocked that didn't bring out a caution.
I'm shocked
Wow.
there. I mean, the one guy tried to junk him and he unsuccessfully did it, and then the next guy just flat out dumped him, and somehow he saved it. So we're still clean and green here, Daryl. Travis Gilbert heading down pit road right now.
Yeah, that may not be the last time we see those two battle on the racetrack. Well, it's something we'll have to keep an eye on.
Here we go. Patrick Colby had this to say earlier, Daryl. Listen in.
You're so fucking stupid.
Wow. So not sure where all that started. Unfortunately, we don't have any hotkeys to go back to random doorings. So nonetheless, drivers are not happy. Chris Mackey, your race leader. Charles Woods in second, but they're going to be heading down pit road here any moment.
Absolutely. And we saw Jacob Smith and Nathan Finnegan kind of undercut Brian Smith. Didn't matter. Brian Smith already ahead of him.
Wow. Well, Andy's got the fresher tires, so
Yep.
Daryl, unless we get a caution, this race basically over.
Well, still got about 38 laps to go.
Actually, you lied, Daryl. Ryan Patty is actually way ahead of Brian Smith. So you're a liar.
Well, I didn't mention Ryan Patty now, did I?
You're a liar, Daryl. Ryan Patty, he's
mentioned
actually going to
Jacob
take
Smith
over the race lead.
And Nathan, I would like the chat to weigh in on this.
Let's get him out of here.
If you agree with me,
Skeps, I'm sure you agree with me. Daryl's doing horrible tonight, right?
Listen,
Daryl's doing a horrible job up here.
Listen, they were against me at the beginning and just absolutely roasted me. I am now a fan favorite in the chat. So, Blake, you have a lot of work to do.
Oh, no. I'm sure these guys are going to throw you to the curb, Daryl. Ryan Patty takes over the race lead. He's got a 1.4 second lead. I don't think it's going to matter, though, for long because Brian Smith, he is reeling them in pretty quick, about 2 to 3 tenths every lap.
Yes, indeed, pretty quick. As Ryan Patty only took 2 tires. And, Blake, I'd recommend you just don't read the chat right now.
No, yeah, I'm going to mute all these people, I think. We're still clean and green. Ryan Patty, he's enjoying the race lead for now. 37 laps left. These guys good to go the rest of the way on fuel. Again, you're watching the Icon Cup Series. First time ever on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. TZO Designs, the league sponsor here tonight and the whole season. But you're watching the Michigan 240. 37 laps left to go. Real quick, Larry McReynolds has another message. What do you got, Larry?
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
We are back after that quick break. Brian Smith continues to reel in the race leader. Daryl, just a matter of time. He's only about 3/4 of a second back right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He is reeling him in as Ryan Patty only took 2 tires. So it's only a matter of time. Ryan Patty definitely going to need a caution here pretty soon. If not, Brian Smith is going to be right on his bumper.
Well, let's drop back here. Jeff Hollingsworth in the 10th position. Isn't that a guy that was on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, Daryl?
Yes, yes. Jeff Hollingsworth did the "Here's Your Sign" jokes on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, the 97 is Coast Guard on the car, and hey, Daryl, you got the Mission 22 on it. We did an event with the Mission 22, right?
We absolutely did. Yeah, yeah. And I also see an logo at the top right of the broadcast. Something we haven't talked about with our new viewers here. Hustle Fuel. Blake, what can you tell everybody about Hustle Fuel?
I tell you what, Daryl, if you go to hustlefuelshop.com and use discount code HMS TV for a limited time, you get 20% off your order. Most of the discount codes with Hustle Fuel give you 10%. We're doing 20 right now, so I definitely recommend you buy some. It's really good, Daryl. You know, I used to buy energy drinks every day, and this is much cheaper. You buy a tub of this stuff, and you're good for, I don't know, a couple months at least. And look out, 97 thinking about junking the 77.
Yeah, that was definitely close. Blake, I don't want to put you on the spot, but we have people in the chat, or loyal viewers in the chat, giving out Paint Scheme of the Night, not named Connor Gerard. How are we going to handle this?
Well, you know, Paint Scheme of the Night is not official unless Connor Gerard names it, so it's unfortunate, but, you know, we'll take another look, Daryl. We got a request to see this 15 machine. Anthony Tizio, you know, I've seen a lot of talk about this guy, but he was looking pretty slow tonight, Daryl. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Anthony Tizio, he's running 25th. Good-looking paint scheme, I'll say, for Tizio, but he maybe should have worried about doing some practice other than getting that paint scheme done.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree with that.
He's slow.
Ryan.
He's junk. He's in 25th, but he's looking good, though, tonight. Tizio designs number 15 machine. Anthony Tizio.
I tell you what, Ryan Patty still has a half-second lead over Brian Smith with less than 30 laps to go. I appreciate the fact that Ryan Patty's been able to hold him off so far, but with still 29 laps to go, that's just a long way to go, Blake.
Oh, no, Daryl, I just fired up the chat. We got a lot of Anthony Tizio fans out there. They are not happy. Lock the door, Daryl.
Yeah. Oh.
Good-looking car, though, is Tizio ripping it around the 25th position. Ryan Patty, your race leader. Brian Smith, second. Take a look at your hard chargers here, Daryl. Brian Smith, obviously your hard charger after starting in the 22nd position, up to second, up 20 positions here so far. Zach King second on the board, Jacob Smith third.
You know, it's our first night here in Icon. I think it's time to gift one more membership and see if it goes to one of these fine folks in the chat. What do you think?
All right, let's do it, Daryl. Let's spin that wheel, see who wins this gifted membership, courtesy of Daryl.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Let's go. Drew Prohl just won a membership. Man, best day, best night of his life.
Absolutely the best night of his life.
Drew Prohl, congratulations. Still clean and green, though, Daryl. Looks like the race lead still at about half a second here. 28 laps remain. Smith has plenty of time to make that pass, but I'm sure he's thinking, I better start getting up there.
Yeah, absolutely he is. Brian Patty still out to a half-second lead over Brian Smith. Kind of just makes me wonder if Brian Smith is just kind of relaxing. You know, he knows he's got the fastest car on the track. He's running P2. I mean, he's just chilling.
Yeah, he is. He's looking pretty good here tonight. I still like his chances to win this race with the fresher tires. But we go back to the third spot. Been a good night for the 54 of Jacob Malone into third right now in that extra 54 machine. Fourth position, you got Jacob Smith and Nathan Finnegan rounding out your top five.
I'm sure Nathan Finnegan's wife would be happy with the top 5 finish if the race were to end right now. Nothing to be ashamed of. Top 5.
Stout field here for sure. So, yeah, top 5, I mean, got to feel pretty good, but I'm sure he's wanting more. Still some time to try to make something happen. And real quick, Daryl, let's pull up your point standings one more time heading into tonight. Brian Smith has a ungodly lead, honestly. Second place, you got Jacob Malone, then Nathan Finnegan, Zach Lockett, and Travis Gilbert, rounding out your top 5 in the Icon Cup Series point standings.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Lockett so far not going to have a good night if this race were to end now, which it's not, but I'm just saying he's an 18th. He's showing 4th in points, but 18th in the race right now, where we see Brian Smith in the lead, Jacob Malone in P3, and Nathan Finnegan in P5. So not a good night points-wise so far for Zach Lockett. He might drop a little bit in points.
Yeah, well, still a long way to go. Maybe he can gain some spots, but certainly was hoping for a better night. Well, let's look through the field here, see who we have on the board for the HMS TV biggest losers of the night. That's the drivers with the most spots lost since the start of this race. Charles Woods down to 20th after starting in 5th in that 98 machine. Minus 15, you got Adam Ball minus 11. Shane Cochran minus 10. Zach Lockett minus 10. And Berzowski minus 8.
And Blake, don't look now, but Steve says, yeah, you missed it, Connor. Blake doesn't like the league sponsor who writes his checks. Put the fries in the bag, Blake. Wow.
Well, hey, I don't hold back any shots. I don't care if you're the league sponsor or you're nobody. I'm going to call it like I see it here in the booth, and it doesn't matter. Jacob Smith down pit road.
And I will agree with those sentiments, Blake. I am on board with you. We are stay very neutral up here in the booth, so we'll call out anybody, good or bad.
Absolutely. And hey, I will say, I mean, TZO Designs, it makes some good-looking schemes for sure. There's not a lot of speed tonight in that 15 machine at Tizio, and I'll say it again. So, Ryan Patty, still your race leader, and Daryl, actually, that race lead's gone up. It was half a second. It went up. Oh, no, is he pitting? Maybe these guys do have to
Ryan
pit.
Patty.
Okay, I thought we'd be good on fuel, but clearly we're not. So, Ryan Patty, he's pitting now.
Our race leader, Ryan Patty, is pitting, and Nathan Finnegan is going to follow him down pit road. Man.
Well, Brian
Very
Smith,
impressive.
Yeah, he's going to take over the top spot again. So I guess everybody's going to have to pit once more here. I assumed we'd be able to make it on fuel, but hey, we're just kind of winging it in the booth. We don't have any data down here. So we're clean and green still. And Daryl, looks like the under on the over-under for the caution is likely going to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Patty is taking 2 tires again.
Smith pit from the wall there almost, but it looks like our top 3 all down pit road at the same time. Patrick Colby going to take over the race lead.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this race, Blake, but Ryan Patty just took 2 tires. And let's see what Brian Smith, yeah, absolutely. Wow. A 10.9 second stop.
That's kind of crazy.
Let's see what Brian Smith does.
It's kind of crazy. I mean,
Brian,
2 tires works good for one, Daryl, but doing it back-to-back, it's a little wild. So we're going to see how this works out.
Brian Smith also takes 2 tires. Let's see the race off of pit road. Brian Smith going to come out of pit road. Now let's get eyes. Oh, wherever he is. Where'd he go?
I didn't see him. Who we looking for?
We're
I don't know,
looking
Daryl.
for
Jeff Hollingsworth, your race leader, though. Mission 22, number 97 machine out front. 2.3 second lead right now, but again, still in the middle of this pit cycle.
We were looking for Ryan Patty, who actually is out of the pits behind Brian Smith. So Brian Smith must have had a much better pit stop. Look at this, Blake, who we're watching now. There he is, Ryan Patty, and right in front of him, Brian Smith. Ryan Patty went for the undercut, and it did not work.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it looks like the pit lap time for Ryan Smith was about 1.2 seconds faster than Ryan Patty. So just the entry on pit road was the difference, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely. Time in the stall, 10.9 for Ryan Patty, 10.4 for Brian Smith, so a half second.
Jesse Becker in the booth. Hey, Jesse, we want to give you a big shout out for this amazing wingback cam. Our fans are loving it. Hang on, Jesse, here it is. Have you ever wanted to see a bunch of hoses in the car? Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Diaz out of Colton, California, the Jesse Becker wingback cam.
Wow.
Let's go.
You said Jesse Becker in the booth. I thought he joined us, but you meant the chat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We have a lock on the door. I don't think Jesse can get in. So
No, he's not allowed. Well, Kyle Diaz, though, he is currently your race leader. Again, going to have to pit. You got Jake Christenberry second. Justin Bisonette running in third. Brian Smith currently sitting in seventh here, Daryl. Again, he's going to take over the race lead once all these guys head down pit road, but has to feel pretty good. You got Bisonette down pit road from the fourth position.
yeah, absolutely. Still have a few drivers up there in the lead. Kyle Diaz, Jake Christenberry, Chris Mackey have not pit yet.
We got Shane Cochran right now in the 86 machine. Been a quiet night for Shane, but he's doing everything he can here, running long on this pit cycle, trying to make something happen out of Richmond, Virginia. We'll see where he ends up right now, sitting fifth on the night.
I just heard a door being smashed to pieces. Jesse Becker, how'd you get in here?
Christian Taylor wingback cam. It is not the Jesse Becker wingback cam. Get it right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Unbelievable.
I thought Jesse's made this amazing wingback cam we've been talking about all night. Well, no, it's actually a shout out to Christian Taylor, who made this amazing wingback cam. Now, Jesse, do you think Brian Smith's car has this amazing wingback cam as well?
He already left. He took off.
He already left. All right, well, hang on, folks. Let's see. Now, Daryl, I'm doing some research. Does Brian Smith car have the Christian Taylor wingback cam? Here it is. Let's go. Oh, my, what a shot here tonight. The Brian Smith wingback cam here, currently in the sixth position. If you can't see anything, folks, it's normal because we can't either.
Yeah, whoever wins this race, I hope we don't see the donuts from that camera. I really hope not. It'd be horrible.
Fans in the chat, they say thank you so much, Jesse, for the wingback cam. But hey, nonetheless, Shane Cochran heading down pit road here. Kyle Diaz wins. He going to make the trip?
I'm not quite sure yet when he's going to make the trip, nor do I know when Jake Christenberry or Chris Mackey or Adam Ball. Those are the last four that need to come down pit road before Brian Smith will cycle back to the lead.
Yeah, it's only 14 laps left to go. You know, at this point, if you're one of the guys that haven't pit, when you go down pit road, you're probably just splashing going here. You're not going to waste any time, and you're just going to get out there and see what happens.
I am now being trolled for saying, quote, whoever wins this race. They think it's funny because the 15 they say is locked in to win this race, Blake.
Well, they probably have a good point, but Daryl, we got some cameramen. You know, they actually left. Oh, here comes your race leader of Diaz down pit road. So there you go. So they're going to pass the lead on over to Chris Mackey. But real quick, Daryl, like I was saying, our cameramen, they left the track, and I saw them in the break room. Well, Daryl, I told them to get back out there onto the track, and I think we've got a connection here. Let's take a look if we got anybody down trackside.
Yeah, and these cameramen are also hired by Christian Taylor, the same person who brings you that amazing cam inside the back of the car.
Christian Taylor wingback cam. The fans love it. And look at these guys putting their lives on the line here, Daryl. They don't care if they do care, but we don't care if they might lose their life. Wow. This is my favorite one, Daryl. I mean, this guy is an absolute lunatic.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a shame that Christian Taylor couldn't stop in here. I think he would definitely be a chat favorite here in the booth.
Hey, Skeps says, I would like to apply to be a cameraman. Hey, send us an application, Skeps. We are hiring, and there's not really any skill needed.
And you'll get, how often will they get paid, Blake?
Well, yeah, we pay once a month. if you can make it through 4 weeks, you get paid once a month. But here comes Adam Ball down pit road right now. Chris Mackey still out front, but not sure how much longer he can make it, Daryl, because he last pit on lap 82. So about 30 laps out. So he's probably heading down any moment.
Yeah, his strategy is absolutely just to hope somebody wrecks. A caution comes out, because now these leaders have been out on the track long enough, about 9, 10, 11-ish laps, to where it is possible they could come back down and get fresher tires. So if a caution were to come out, this would really benefit Chris Mackey.
Oh, the fans are wondering what happened to Anthony Tizio. He's running 26. He's currently a lap down. He's still out there racing, though. Hey, one thing I'll give him, Daryl, I mean, when you're struggling, having a bad night, got some damage on the car, it's easy to want to give up. But Anthony has not done it. He's staying out here to the finish, currently running 26th as Chris Mackey heads down pit road. He's giving up the race lead.
Yeah, he tried to stay out as long as possible. I'm sure he was on fumes coming into pit road. But that is going to give the lead to the 78 machine of Brian Smith officially, as the field and him is gonna have 9 laps to go when they cross start finish line.
Yeah, Brian Smith, almost a second lead. Feeling pretty good about his chances here. Jacob Malone second, Ryan Patty third. Let's drop back here. Zachary King, we know he's got a lot of fans in the chat. Currently up to 9th. He is not our hard charger. He's our second hard charger on the board, because Brian Smith up 21.
Like, we have a riot going on in the chat. They want the 15 in the booth now. And I think we have time before the end of this race. We still got 8 to go.
Well, he's racing, Daryl, and we don't really know the 15 well enough to pull him mid-race. So if I knew him, I probably would, but I'm not going to pull somebody in the booth mid-race, because then if he wrecks,
you're right,
everybody will be complaining. So we're going to just keep an eye on the 15 of Tizio, see how things go. 9 laps left to go. Brian Smith still out front.
Yeah, that's a good call. You're right. We don't really know him too well. We'll get to know him, though, as we continue this series.
Nathan Finnegan, I mean, he led a lot of laps early on, brought home a stage win, currently in 8th. I mean, not a horrible night in this stacked field of cars, but I'm sure Nathan was hoping for a better run here, but can't hang your head too much sitting in the top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just
Jacob Smith.
Like that one play, but that's okay.
And Jacob Smith finds himself in the 4th position out of Northville, Michigan. He's got that 88 car behind him, who I believe is a lap down. And if I know anything, anybody in the Red Bull 88 is probably due to spin out a few times. So we'll keep an eye on Chris Camburn.
Yeah, absolutely. He is definitely due to spin out. But, yeah, barring any kind of caution or anything weird happening, Brian Smith just might have this one locked up, as he's going to have 6 laps to go when he crosses the line. But Jacob Malone, Ryan Patty, and Jacob Smith, and Bentley Glazer rounds out your top 5.
Good run for Bentley Glazer, currently running 5th. Started back in 7th. He's been running solid top 10 all night long, so he's looking to bring that home inside the top 10. Like Daryl said, 7 laps remaining, going to be 6 now. Fans are asking who's got the best scheme, so we'll see what Connor Gerard elects to go with. As if you're new here, Connor Gerard does the nightly paint schemes of the night here for every league with Hutchinson Motorsports TV. So it's kind of his thing. But Brian Smith, he has dominated this race ever since about, 30% into the race. He took the lead. Hasn't really given it up since.
Scott's not going to like me for this one, but there's a reason why we have Connor Gerard pick paint scheme of the night. Because if we didn't, I'm pretty sure this chat would pick the 15 every single night. Every single Sunday night for the rest of the year in this league, Blake. What do you think?
I think so as well. I'm right there with you, Daryl. But we got 5 laps left to go now. Dropping through the field. Let's take a look. Maybe we'll do somebody we haven't talked too much about. Mike Grinnell in the 55 machine. All the way back in 20th. Not an ideal race for Mike here. Trying to bring it home nonetheless.
Yeah, actually a really good-looking car on that 55, though. Ford Performance. I mean, just really nice-looking paint scheme. I really enjoy that one a lot.
Yeah, that is good for sure. Another driver we haven't talked too much about, 28 of Patrick Colby. Been a solid night for him. Running 16th, middle of the pack. He is door to door with the fan favorite of the 15, who is a lap down, but nonetheless, 16th position, Patrick Colby.
Yep, he is an Alabama fan. I see the A next to his name above the window. Roll Tide in that Red Bull machine.
Hey, Nate Berzowski, though, has worked himself back up into 7th. You know, he was struggling earlier on. I think he was outside the top 10 there for a bit. So Berzowski working up to 7th. That's probably where he's going to finish. Looks like Roll is about 2.2 seconds ahead of him. Still clean and green here. 3 laps left to go. Brian Smith way out front, over 2 seconds. He does not want to see a caution fly.
He absolutely does not want to see a caution fly. I mean, if a caution were to fly, anything could happen. Brian Smith could stay out, and everybody else could come down and take tires. Or the opposite, Brian Smith could come down and everybody else would stay out. So anything could happen if a caution were to come out. He just needs to make it to the white flag. And Blake, he's coming into turn 3. And he's going to take that white flag very shortly. Why don't you take us the rest of the way?
Here we go. Brian Smith through turns 3 and 4 here at Michigan. Not going to have to worry about a caution because he is headed towards the line, which means one thing. White flag in the air, sponsored by TZO Designs. Brian Smith way out front. Last lap around. Real quick, we take a look at the 15 machine one more time. Show off this beautiful TZO Designs pure Michigan car out of St. Clair Shores, and he's going to cross the line here. But as Brian Smith heads down the backstretch for the final time, the Michigan 240 here tonight, almost a 3-second lead for Smith, and he's got this one wrapped up. Clear track ahead of him into the tri-oval, checkered flag in the air. Brian Smith wins the Michigan 240 with the Icon Cup Series.
Jacob Malone going to lock in the P2 spot, followed by Ryan Patty, Jacob Smith, and Bentley Glazer going to round out the top 5.
Good run for our top 5. Brian Smith wins his 8th race of the year, the 11th race of the season. He's 8 for 11, Daryl. He is over 70% win rate in this competitive league. This guy is unstoppable.
Absolutely. His 8th win, as you just said. And Blake, I don't know if you know this, but 8 divided by 11 is 72%. 72.727272 repeating percent. There you go.
Yeah, Daryl, I did know that, actually.
Okay.
Well, we're about to watch Brian Smith burn it down. Daryl, if you want to gather some of these drivers, put them in the interview room. You got Brian Smith, your race winner. Jacob Malone, second. Ryan Patty rounding out your top 3. Smith burning it down, folks. Let's take that juicy spider drone cam out as he burns it down on the front stretch. What a shot here. Jason Metalworks 78 machine. Brian Smith ripping it around here. His 8th win of the year. Going to take a Polish victory lap maybe. Or not. I bet Jason Metalworks is pumped up here as we watch Brian Smith continue to rip it around here. Now, Daryl, do we have these guys ready for some interview action?
Absolutely. Ryan Patty, our P3 finisher, is ready when you are.
Let's jump straight into it, Daryl. Let's pull up our results tab. Take a quick look. Ryan Patty, our 3rd place finisher.
Bring him in. Ryan, Blake, and Daryl in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, guys. How we doing?
Doing well. Congratulations on a P3 finish. We definitely saw you try some different strategies and led a little bit of this thing early on. Just tell us about your night.
Yeah, we're just fighting a tight condition all night. I think everyone had the same battle with the car. Just the way this next gen works at Michigan. there's a lot of drafting that keeps everyone together, but it also, kind of prevents anyone from being able to make ground. So passing was really, really tough. And I learned once before, I think it was at Kansas, where 2 tires repeatedly can help loosen the car up over time. So figured I'd give that a shot, come in early, take 2, see if I could do that for both stops in the final stage. And I think that was going to be the winning strategy. We got the lead there. We were able to hold it over Brian. But that final stop, we just lost it on pit road. A little too conservative getting on a pit lane. Gave up too much time. And then once Brian got out ahead of us, that dirty air was just killer. There's nothing I could do for him.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, you definitely gave it a good try there. And it's interesting to hear, the back-to-back 2 tires thing. We were talking about that, and we didn't really understand it. But now that you say that, that definitely makes sense, loosen up the car. But, hey, nonetheless, you put it on the podium in this stout field of race cars. That has to feel pretty good. And next week we head to Pocono, though. How you feeling about going to the Tricky Triangle?
Yeah, you bet. Always good to get a podium with this group. Really, really high level of talent in this league. So it's not easy to put it there. But for next week, Pocono's a lot of fun. Again, drafting with the big long straightaways there. 3 very different turns. You got to hit them all just right to be able to protect the tires and be quick. So feel good. I've had a couple wins there in the past. So as long as we can stay out of trouble, keep the car clean, I think we got a shot at a podium. And if things line up right, maybe a win.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations, Ryan. Before you head out, though, got any shout-outs for all our fans tuned in?
Yeah, well, first off, thank you guys for joining us. It's great to have you here for the rest of the season with HMS TV. Eagerly waiting to go back and watch the broadcast. Had it up during the race. Looked like a good show. So hopefully things went well. Thanks to everyone that came out, all the admins that helped put this league together. And finally, to my wife, I love you. Thanks for all the support. And I'll see you in a few minutes.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations. Tonight's 3rd place finisher, Ryan Patty.
Blake, before we bring in our P2 finisher, I'd just like to say that Connor Gerard has announced that the 36 wins paint scheme of the night.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. 36, Bentley Glazer, your 5th place finisher, and your Connor Gerard paint scheme of the night.
Now let's bring in our P2 finisher, Jacob Malone. He's ready for us. Jacob, Darrell, Blake in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Jacob, congratulations on a P2 finish. We saw you earlier just basically tried just about everything for track position. Saw you pit before Brian Smith. I'm just curious, was that part of the plan, is to try an undercut? Or just basically tell us about that and your night overall.
Yeah, the first stop I went after him, and I actually kind of made time in a way. It was very even. Did just the end of the run, and then I pit on the same lap as him, and I took 2. And the problem is I kind of just burnt my stuff up trying to get to him, hit the wall a few too many times, got my damage. Yeah, the night was I feel like it was mistakes, but not too costly of mistakes. I had stage 1 where I hit the wall and lost the stage. Stage 2, I kind of rolled over for Brian instead of properly racing him and side drafting him. It was prior due to a mistake off of 4, and then I was kind of just mired in traffic this whole run. So to get home, the P2 was pretty good, especially after my improbable luck that has been really bad the past few weeks. So it's nice to go home and go get a top 3 after a struggling couple weeks.
Yeah, Jacob, I mean, you were out front all night long, made a lot of good aggressive moves out there, but ended up finishing 2nd here. Next week, though, we head to Pocono. How are you feeling about your chances over there at the Tricky Triangle?
That should be a lot of fun as long as I don't get steering damage. It's really kind of, I think, going to be a setup-dependent track. I hope the setup's loose. If it's not, ooh boy, I'm in for a rough night. But no, it'll be an interesting little race, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I think Pocono will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to it and looking forward to the rest of the season here at the Icon Cup Series. But before you head out, Jacob, got any shout-outs for our fans at home?
Shout out to Jake Christenberry, my team owner, Prestige Motorsports. I love racing for him and trying to go get wins. Unsuccessful tonight. Good win to Brian, though. He drove his butt off and just flat out beat the rest of the field. I want to shout out my parents, of course. They've always supported me. My family's been a great help, and they're quite amazing.
All right. Well, congratulations. Tonight's second place finisher here at Michigan, Jacob Malone.
All right, Blake. Well, I think it's time to bring in our race winner. He's ready.
Let's get him in here, Daryl. I'm pumped up. I want to talk to this guy.
Brian, Blake, and Daryl in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you guys.
Well, Brian, we talked to you earlier on your stage 2 win. Now you finish it off by winning the race. We're looking at your car live right now. Beautiful machine. Just tell us about your night.
Well, started in the back. Like we mentioned earlier, I was at the Real Life Cup race today, so I just barely made this. And started in the back. Didn't have a chance to qualify. And, yeah, it was just a matter of trying to be smart, working my way through the field, and trying to keep the right front on it. The setup tonight was super tight. It's a shame it wasn't a little more loose. It would have been a lot more fun. But I seem to do well with a tight race car. I think I've kind of figured out how to keep the right front on it and just be smart about how hard you push it. And the name of the game at the end of the race was obviously clean air. And when Patty, ducked down to pit road right before I did, I was going to pit that lap. And for some reason in my head, I was like, I'm not going to pit with him. But I probably should have pit with him, and I didn't. But luckily, the next lap I went around and I nailed my pit road entry. And yeah, just came out in front of him. And I knew as soon as I came out in front of him, I was going to be looking good as long as it stayed green. So yeah, it was a fun night. Everyone did a great job keeping it green, and yeah, I love racing in Michigan.
Yeah, well, Brian, you win your 8th race of the year here. Beautiful looking car here you had tonight. I believe it's a TZO Designs car, so obviously it looks good. But Jason Metalworks on the car. Maybe you can tell us a bit about them.
Yeah, so Henry's a sponsor on this car. He owns Jason Metalworks, and these buddies with Anthony Tizio, who runs TZO Designs. So we got Jason Metalworks on the car. They make all kinds of custom rings and coasters and all kinds of stuff. So check out jasonmetalworks.com and TZO Designs if anyone needs any paint schemes done. So yeah, those two guys kind of make it happen on the 78 here, and just debuted this new paint scheme tonight, and I think it looks pretty sweet. So glad to get it in victory lane. I actually don't think I've lost since Jason Metalworks went on the car, so we're just going to hope that streak keeps going.
Well, it seems to definitely be a good luck charm nonetheless. But, hey, you park it in victory lane before you head out, Brian. Other than Jason Metalworks, who else you got to shout out?
Well, thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast. And like I said earlier, welcome to the league. It's a fun league. It's usually a lot of green flag racing like it was tonight. Thanks to everyone out on track who did a good job. It was a lot of fun battling everyone. Albeit the setup was not ideal for fun racing. It was just so tight in dirty air, and tried to make the most of it. There's some fun side-by-side battles. It's always fun to side draft and pack air on restarts and stuff. But yeah, it would have been more fun if it was a little more loose. So thanks to everyone out on track. Like I said, thanks to you guys. Hope everyone that watched enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you at Pocono.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Congratulations, tonight's winner here at Michigan with the Icon Cup Series, Brian Smith.
Thanks, guys.
Well, Blake, that was fun. Michigan, Irish Hills. Saw some wrecks, a little bit of drama. But ultimately, it came down to the guy who's won coming into this race 70% of all the races in this league.
Now 73%, Daryl.
It's now 72.7272.
Rounds up.
Yeah. Oh, rounds up. Okay.
Hey, but that was a fun race nonetheless. It was pretty clean. We had 5 cautions. We started out a little rough, but once we got to that final stage break, these guys figured it out, and we stayed green to the finish. But looking at the board here, Daryl, your hard charger, also your winner, Brian Smith. So a pretty impressive run for him, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But, let's just also, just real quick, Jacob Smith, he started like 20th and finished P4. So a really good night for him. Just finished right outside of a podium position. So an quick little extra shout out for him. But yeah, nonetheless, what a great night. And going to the hills of Pocono next week, Blake. What do you know about Pocono?
I know it's one of the worst racetracks on the entire circuit, Daryl. Other than that, what about you?
I'm not a fan of driving it, but it can have some action for sure. So we'll look forward to that next Sunday as we go to Pennsylvania. And yeah.
All right. Well, hey, I'm pumped up for it. And folks, appreciate you joining us here tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to be back on air. Daryl, we have the Flim Dogs Racing League Wise Owl Wash Cup Series. Are we headed to Dega? Is that right?
Oh, I
know.
don't think so just yet. I don't
who
think
knows?
we're going to Dega yet, but we'll figure that
Yeah,
out.
who knows? Just tune in tomorrow and you'll figure out where we're going. We're not even going to look it up. But tomorrow, going to be back live right here, me and Daryl in the booth. Tuesday, we're going to be off. Then I don't even know the schedule, folks. Check out the channel. If you click that notification bell, you won't miss one. We got all kinds of events coming up here, so our schedule's going to be kind of changing up. So I'm not really on top of that, but we will figure it out. Let you know. Appreciate you tuning in, folks. Be sure head on over to X, formerly known as Twitter, at Watch HMS TV is our handle. Give us a like and follow, all that good stuff. Keep up to date. Check out the HMS TV Discord, discord.gg/HMSTV. And last but not least, the HMS TV website, HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com. Now, Daryl, you got any final words for our fans tuned in here tonight?
Nothing, no necessarily final words except for to thank the Icon Cup Series for having us broadcast. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's great being here. It's a great kickoff for us. Blake, it's been a lot of fun. And the next broadcast, I did confirm, Blake, it will be at Richmond, Virginia. Richmond, Virginia, tomorrow night in the Flim Dogs Wheels. Wise Owl Wash Cup Series. No,
It's been renamed, not the Wheels America. Yeah, Wheels America's gone, Daryl. But hey, nonetheless, folks, appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah.
With Daryl Young Jr., I'm Blake Hutchinson. You just watched the first ever broadcast of the Icon Cup Series here on the channel. Appreciate you tuning in. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.